You choose the early because no matter where you are in your life, no matter what your personality is, I'm gonna help you come out and represent that individual to your highest and your truest expression of yourself. So I believe that, there's only one you, there's only one me. So we have to find a way to display those things that we want to display in this world. And you have something to offer that nobody else can offer. So I think that sometimes having someone that can encourage you in those areas and also give you direction based on their experiences, just to be 100% honest about those things with you and also give you direction without holding back, I think is a big opportunity for you to be able to express being along with a team that's going to help you get where you want to be. I think choosing Demetrius Early and experiencing the DLD experience, it has a representation of resilience. A lot of people are not transparent about the things they go through because everybody want to give you the perception that they're all good. The reality is we're all messed up people striving to become better. And so because we always are in that place of striving to become better, I think it's a beautiful thing when you can be authentic and be honest and be 100% you. Man, being me is like right now, like just walking in my beautiful home. My wife and I, we worked real hard to get to this point. I don't take it for granted, man, just being grateful for where you are right now, and also being humble enough to learn more about how you can get to where you want to be. So I think that just being you just means just being honest, having integrity, and being able to respect and honor what God has given you and the people that He's sending your path to help share it with you.
I allowed some people in my company to falsify information because I thought I had enough money to be able to cover all this stuff if something didn't go right. And when things went wrong, how many of y'all know it goes wrong? I ended up losing everything. I got sentenced to 17 years, did 4.5 years in prison. I came home in 2014 with nothing. I lost my family. I lost my covenant with God. They had to move back to Louisiana and start living a life that I had taught them different about. I had humiliated my opportunity to be the leader that I was. And all I did, guys, was turn my head the other way and not take care of the responsibility of what was in front of me. But God had a plan for me. He wanted me to learn a valuable lesson because He had more than millions inside of me. I had $15 million and $60 million of real estate. Now all of a sudden, all that's gone. He taught me in a real sudden way that you make one wrong move and take your eyes off me, son, because I gave you all this, I'll take it from you. I get emotional thinking about it. I had to lose everything to gain everything. And now I stand before you, back in the millions. I got a beautiful wife that loves me. All my kids alive. I got grandchildren that love and admire me. And I got an opportunity to speak my truth to my people. And if He can do it for me, He can do it for you. No excuses. Welcome to the D Early Experience virtual show. Hey, I'm yours truly, Demetrius Early, your host. Man, I'm so excited about tonight's show. Man, you are in for a real treat. We're talking about some of the most powerful women in the industry that are great at what they do. We are here, they're here, And listen, we got a treat for you guys. It's not just one of them, guys. We got several phenomenal young ladies that's going to represent the experience of being an entrepreneur, a woman entrepreneur in America. So listen, you're going to hear here live tonight. So hey, get your pens and paper out. You're in for a real treat to be educated. Tell you a little bit about me. My name is Demetrius Early with the DLE Experience. I'm an entrepreneur's entrepreneur. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I love business. I love expanding and helping people expand their business. God has blessed me with the ability to be able to really, truly love to see people get to the next level. So my goal in life is to help you get to your next level. And so, yes, again, my name is Demetrius Early. You can follow me. Please go to your Facebook and follow me at The Early Experience. Instagram at The Early Experience, Twitter at Demetrius_Early, YouTube Demetrius Early, TikTok at The Early Experience, LinkedIn Demetrius Early, and our website is theearlyexperience.com. So if you will, please like, share, tag, and comment. This is a show for all of us to interact and learn and get familiar with one another and information that we're talking about so we can share from a different perspective so we can bless some people that's going to be on here tonight. So we're excited about that. And we also, I'm a radio talk show host. My wife and I have a nonprofit organization. We host a radio talk show every Sunday morning on 102.9. So, hey, you can tune in. You can go online at 102.9 and you can hear what we're talking about on Sunday mornings at 11 Central Standard Time. I'm also a co-author with Brian Tracy, one of my favorite teachers, favorite motivators, and he is a phenomenal guy. And we wrote a book called Driven. I'm a very driven guy. What can I say? It tells a lot about my personality, a little bit about my story. So I hope you guys can check us out. Go on my social media and go on my website and check it out. We also going to be giving away some cash today, guys. If you're in here, hey, go ahead and type in your information in the chat and just put your email information in there. And we'll definitely consider you to be able to have an opportunity to win a cash giveaway today on Cash App. So we're excited about that as well. So listen, where are you from? If you're out there right now, tell us where you're from. I'm yours. Hey, I'm from Shreveport, Louisiana. By the way, I lived in Houston for 16 years, but I'm from Shreveport, Louisiana, and I'm back home now. I moved back home. Excited about just being in the community that I was able to raise in. What's going on, Mr. Thurston? Where you from? Oh, that man from Ohio. I see you, man. I see you. Hey, what's going on, Mr. McTeer? Atlanta, ATL in the building. I see y'all out there. Say, yeah, just go ahead and hit us up. What's up, Felicia? What's up, cousin? What's up, baby? How you doing? I see y'all out there. Hey, I see Miss Colin. Wow. Okay, what a story. Thank you so much, Miss Colin. Where you from? Tell me where you're from. I know y'all represent. I like that. I like that. I'm so excited for you guys to be tuning in with us. We're excited. We got some great information to share with you guys. A variety of information, as a matter of fact, but it's going to be very good, rich information. So y'all be ready. Brace yourself. Get your pens out. Let's take some notes. So without further ado, I want to take the opportunity. I was at a Big Boss conference. I got an opportunity to speak at a Big Boss conference in October and mid-October, and I got a chance to meet this phenomenal young lady. And man, it's amazing, man. She was just really polished, well represented. I was like, you know what? I gotta meet this young lady. She seemed like a powerful person, someone I really need to know, and exactly what she was. Not only was she powerful within her own right, but she's very unselfish. And when I asked her to be a part of the platform tonight, she said, "No, I gotta bring some people with me because I got some experts you guys need to know about to see what they're doing." So I'm all about enhancing and enriching other people and sharing. That's what it's all about. It's all about us coming together and helping each other. So I want to bring my first guest. Get a big warm welcome from Miss Onyi McCracken. I said it right. I know I did. How you doing, Onyi? Welcome to the show.
How you doing? I am so elated to be here. Hello, everybody.
Thank you so much for being here, Onyi. You really are phenomenal, a team player, a great leader. And so what I want to do is just jump right in, and I want you to just kind of tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so my name is Onyi Damola. It means honey bring me wealth, and I'm a big believer in growing and monetizing the growth, but making sure that I'm leaving my mark on this world, whatever that is God has for me, because he has a plan for everybody, and he uses us to be able to help facilitate, demonstrate, advocate, and really move in action. So I make it my business to do that, not only through my working, but just my mission and being me as a person. So I'm a serial entrepreneur also. That's why we were there at the Biggest Boss Conference. I was on the tax panel. And then I also was one of the vendors there at the Biggest Boss Conference for the network. And the network is a resource center for entrepreneurs. So what we do is we help entrepreneurs grow and maximize their growth through monetizing their knowledge, expertise, and then all about networking and connecting, because we are better together. Like Frankie Beverly said, we are one. Just imagine what we can do when we come together. So definitely was like, yeah, I would love to come on here, and I have expertise, but I have some other amazing women and other experts who are good at what they do. And that's what we do at the Resource Center. If we're not able to help you with a particular thing, we link you with the expert who can, because it's all about getting it done right the first time if you can. So we try to make sure we link you with that expert that is going to help you grow in that desired field, because we're your engine. We're the engine that runs behind you and want to see you succeed and want to make sure you're successful. So today I definitely brought some people with me who can express that from a legal side and then also from a mindset side. So I'm ready. Let's go.
So tell me real quickly, tell me a little bit about your entrepreneur journey.
Okay. So my entrepreneurship journey started with my husband. He was the one who I do mental health. I'm a trained and licensed clinician therapist. I have a background for school counseling and also mental health counseling. I write grants. I help other corporations create programs and developments that fit the needs to serve our populations in different things. So I've always done that. And anybody in the mental health field knows they don't really pay much financially. So it started to drain me. And my husband was like, go out there and learn how to do something. He was like, you know what, you can do taxes. And I was like, no, I can't do that. And then a year later, someone who was my mentor in doing taxes, she was a therapist also. She put me on. And ever since then, I just started learning. I'm a self-trained accountant and been doing that for 9 years. And I love to work with clients to help them get funding, help them understand their books, understand the purpose of growing and being successful in their own right, but making sure that we're seizing our opportunity and taking it, not just waiting for someone to give it to us. So being proactive, knowing what's going on in our field, whatever field that may be, meaning what offers you can get, and then just being okay with being loud and making sure you're present and making sure that you're getting the opportunity that the next man is getting. So that kind of really pushed me that way. And from there, I started doing business consultation. Like I said, started linking people with other experts to make sure their needs are met. But I'm just your all around supporter. I'm a big healer. So yeah.
Awesome. Listen, I know you got a lot. Listen, we're going to bring you back up here shortly. Thank you so much for you.
Yes,
you're amazing.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to make this thing happen and keep it flowing. So we're going to go to a commercial break. We'll be right back after these messages.
Good day. Everything still a go for the night?
Come on.
Man, my truck just stopped again. Yeah, I know I need a new one. I tried, man. My credit just is horrible. Well, I'm headed to the bus stop.
We are here to improve your credit so that you can get the things you need and want in life.
I need help with my credit. It's been one of those weeks. Wish me luck on my ride to work.
Our team at We Raise Credit can help you get the car you need. We Raise Credit.
Hey, we're back. Listen, thank you guys again for tuning in. Hey, we have some serial entrepreneurs up in here, some beautiful women that are doing phenomenal things in the community, and we're going to get a chance to showcase. And listen, will you please make room for none other than our second guest. And would you please introduce yourself, ma'am? Please introduce yourself and tell everybody who you are and what you do.
Yes, hi, I am Josie Harris Walton. I am a tax attorney and partner with the Walton firm, as well as the CEO of Tax Pro Concierge, where we pretty much handle representation for professionals as well as taxpayers. And my Tax Pro Concierge services, we handle issues regarding tax professionals.
Okay, awesome. So tell us a little bit about your entrepreneur journey.
So my entrepreneur journey actually just started about 3 years ago. I decided that I didn't want to work for anyone else. Actually, what happened was the law firm that I was at, and I was actually running their tax department, they did not want to make me partner. And I was the only Black attorney and the only Black woman, or the only woman partner at all. And they decided not to make me partner. So I said, you know what? I'm going to build my own team. I'll make my own self partner. So I decided to start the Walton firm, and pretty much kind of took all their tax clients with me.
Awesome. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And I like your passion about that. That's really important, man.
Yes.
Make a good impression for young people that's coming up behind us. So that's really important.
Yes,
thank you for your stand on that. So tell us a little bit about your business ventures.
So pretty much what my firm does is we represent taxpayers and tax professionals, most of the time litigation issues, and a lot now I've gotten into criminal tax, and as well as the PPP and EIDL loans. I do a lot of those as where I litigate for a lot of people who have those issues with those loans. And then my Tax Pro Concierge services is pretty much a subscription monthly based service where we represent tax professionals. You know, a lot of tax professionals, when it comes to due diligence, they're having issues with due diligence, they're having issues with their tax problems, and we help them as well their clients.
Oh, okay. So if I have an EDL situation and I'm trying to figure out how to legally position myself where kind of tell me a little bit about it, break that down for me a little bit of what does that really mean to someone.
So if people had the PPP loans where they got the PPP loans, maybe fraudulently, or maybe they got them correctly, and the IRS has decided, or the SBA decided they want to audit those people. We represent them during the audit process because, you know, even though you may have you gotten the PPP loan and gotten it forgiven, you still can be audited by the SBA. And if they found out you got that loan fraudulently, they want their money back. Or if they see where there's a fraud issue, they actually can take you, they can send you to jail. So we maneuver with them and represent them on making sure that they stay in compliance with the PPP loan, or they were in compliance. If they was not in compliance, then we are the ones who represent them civil or criminally on those matters.
Okay, Ms. Harris, thank you so much for that information. You are phenomenal. Thank you so much for coming on board. We're going to bring you back a little later with our open discussion. And for a moment, we're going to go to, just tell a little bit about Make Me, Mold Me, Empowerment radio broadcast. I'm yours truly, Demetrius Early, my host, and my co-host is my lovely wife, Katrina Early. And we're on at 11 a.m. on Sunday mornings on 102.9. So go online, you can check us out and join the show. We have some really great topics that we talk about. We just talk about life. Talk about financial, emotional, spiritual, and physical. Also, I'm a public speaker. All right, so if you want to book me, hey, go to my website, or you can hit us up at info@theearlyexperience.com or 1-888-276-7696. I'm also a mentor. I love mentoring and educating individuals on how to position themselves to financially build their platforms and help them expand their territory to get to their next level. I'm your next level guy. I'm also a co-author with Brian Tracy. I have a book that we co-authored. It's on the bestsellers list, Amazon bestsellers list, by the name of Driven. Hey man, check me out. Go on social media, or you can go and check me out on my website, theearlyexperience.com, and get access to the book. Just super excited. And if you want to follow me, hey, please go to Facebook at The Early Experience, Instagram at The Early Experience, Twitter at Demetrius_Early, YouTube, Demetrius Early, TikTok at The Early Experience, LinkedIn, Demetrius Early. My website again is DemetriusEarly.com, at TheEarlyExperience.com. So listen, super excited. And we're going to go ahead and jump right into getting to our next guest. Drum roll, none other than yours truly. Please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do. How you doing, Gail?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Fantastic. Thank you so much for being with us this evening. Tell us a little bit about what you do, please.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I guess this is the place for serial entrepreneurs. I
Absolutely.
actually started my little business at 9 years old. That's my
Oh, wow.
entrepreneurial journey. I had a lemonade stand in front of my house, and I
Okay.
had my little brother working with me. I hired him so I could go play at times. And my mom was involved with network marketing as a Mary Kay consultant, and she did that for years. So at 16, I had my own business with that. And since that point, I've been in business for myself. I always knew that that was something that I wanted because of the empowerment and the opportunities that are available to us. So
Awesome.
currently, I had a franchise for 20 years with a company by the name of PPLSI. We have a major product called Legal Shield, which is affordable access to legal services. We have a national network, about 9,000 attorneys. We do interstate law. So we don't tell people to stop their relationship with their current attorney. We just tell them to add this so that we can protect them and help them.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Awesome. Awesome. So you mind telling us a little bit about your entrepreneur journey?
Yes, I actually got my degree in psychology and mental health. And like Anya, I got burnt out real quick with that social service and also didn't make a lot of money. And I really enjoyed helping people. And so I was working as a banker for about 25 years and found that a lot of people just didn't know much about a lot in the financial arena and often would end up in situations legally. And I was married at the time, and my husband, we lived in an area where we were outnumbered, let's put it like that. And he would get stopped all the time. And so I had this service through the bank. And then when I switched banks, they didn't want to let me take it with me. And I searched for legal access company and I found this company. And I have been, like I said, 20 years with them. And I'm super excited about how we are empowering people. We help you get your will done, your living will, healthcare power of attorney. My specialization is working with small business owners to make sure that they have wraparound services. Hence why I partner with the network because I don't do all those things, but I know my clients need it. And I want to make sure that I get them to the right people that I have vetted and I know they're going to get taken care of.
That is awesome. So what is the latest ventures that you're doing right now?
Right now, I'm working with two multi-million-dollar African American companies here in Central Ohio, and I'm providing capacity building services to them, and I'm also regional manager of Ohio for the PPLSI brand. And basically, we're going back live. We're trying to get the word out about affordable access, and we're focused on cybersecurity and helping people get their wills done, get their estates in order. You know, that's the biggest robbery that's happening to people of color. They're not protected. They're not protecting their assets, and our generational wealth is being stolen. And so that's the mission that I'm on right now.
That is phenomenal. Thank you so much, Gail, for the information. You're awesome. We'll see you back on when we bring everybody back on. Thank you so much for tuning in and being a part of what we're talking about this evening. Very informative information. Hey, get yourself together, get your legal together, and man, learn and write down so we can get back with these young ladies and actually get the information out there so we can help ourselves become better entrepreneurs. If you're out there, you're an entrepreneur, hey, you're in the right place right now. So listen, without further ado, we're going to go right into it. We're going to get a Cash App giveaway. If you want to get an opportunity, go into Cash App. Hey, listen, put your name and your email in the chat box so we can get you a Cash App giveaway. And so there you go. You have it. You can win some money today, y'all. So here, drum roll for our next guest, none other than Miss Shay Dobson. Would you please introduce yourself and tell everybody what you do? Shay, we can't hear you. I'm sorry.
Because I was muted.
How you doing? Shay?
Okay, I'm doing good.
Hey,
thank you.
Yourself and tell us a little bit about what you got going on and what you do.
All right. Perfect. So my name is Shay Dobson again. I am a tax attorney, but I call myself a tax strategist because sometimes when you hear tax attorney, you think of, well, she deals with when you owe the IRS, or, you know, when you're having those issues with the IRS. But I think of it as I do the fun side of tax. I work with business owners, and we go in and we find tax saving opportunities. So we're big on the tax strategy. As well as entity structuring. So we go in, we look at how you're structured now, and we recommend a more tax advantageous structure. We also look at the business owner's retirement, succession planning. Even if it's not imminent, you still want to have at least those things in place for where you're at now. So we look at your business in total, right? And we plan for where you are now as well as where you want to go in the future. But a lot of my clients love me because I put more money in their pocket during tax time.
That's always good. We really appreciate that, Shay. So tell us a little bit about your entrepreneurial journey.
Well, I never wanted to be an entrepreneur. I went to law school, and I just knew I was going to go and work at a big firm and get married, have kids, and just do the regular schmegular thing. But life happened. I was working at a consulting company, and I was the only Black tax attorney, tax consultant, and they wanted to have me to start reaching out to more Black businesses. However, no one else was. Well, they were not marketing to businesses that looked like me. And so I was a little closet entrepreneur while I was working there. And they found out about it. I got fired. So I was forced into my entrepreneurial journey. But that was the best thing. I look at it as God.
Yeah, I was going to say congratulations for getting fired.
Yes, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. And I haven't looked back since. It's given me flexibility. It's given me creativity. And I'm able to work with the clients that I really can bring a difference to.
So tell me about the latest business venture. What you got going on now? That's exciting.
I'm working with business owners, 6-7 figure business owners, doing tax strategy restructuring. That's where I bring the most value to my clients, and that's really what I enjoy doing on the daily.
That is awesome. Thank you so much. Shay, we're going to bring you back on a little bit when we do our panel discussion. You're awesome. Hey, we're looking forward to it. So, hey, if you're out there right now, hey, y'all know, hey, get your pen and paper out. Hey, we got to hit these young ladies up because they're doing some phenomenal things in the community, and they can help you no matter where you are. They can help you. So without further ado, hey, we're going to bring our next guest in. Our next guest is none other than Yasmin White.
Hello, how are you all? I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
Thanks so much for being on the show this evening. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Okay, my name is Yasmin, and I'm a podcast host of Sensitively Flourishing. And I created Sensitively Flourishing as a safe space for women to be vulnerable and discuss life and its lessons through the eyes of an empathetic woman, someone who feels everything, someone who is, very sensitive or emotional, as the world will call it. But I wanted to give that space for people, so I created a podcast. And so I host that podcast on Fridays at 5:55 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we just go over different life lessons and discuss them through our perspective. And we also have tips and tools that we give others. And we also are very big on affirmations. Affirmations is the biggest thing at Sensitively Flourishing. How you talk to yourself, how you think about yourself matters. So that's what I do.
Awesome. That's very unique too. I like that. So tell us a bit about your entrepreneurial journey.
Well, I haven't been on my entrepreneurial journey long. I started back in 2019, then I stopped. Then in 2020, I started preparing taxes. I became a tax professional. And then that opened the door for me to just find my passion of what I really wanted, of how I'm always that person that gives advice to other people. And so that's when I created Sensitively Flourishing. And we just made a year at the end of November. So
Yay, congratulations. Congratulations. Well, thank you so much, Jasmine. So you have any business ventures that you're doing right now that you're excited about?
Right now we're focusing on the affirmations this December. So we're doing a 25-day countdown for Christmas. Just get that mind right for the new year.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Jasmine. And we're going to get back with Jasmine right after we get to the panel. Listen, if you will, I'm yours truly, Demetrius Early, and I want you guys to like, comment, share, get the information out there. We thank you guys for tuning in. And listen, like, comment, share, and tag, okay? We got to get it out there, y'all. So listen, I want to tell you a little bit about, hey, how you can follow me and find me. You can go on Facebook at DemetriusEarlyExperience.com, at TheEarlyExperience.com, excuse me. Instagram at TheEarlyExperience, Twitter at Demetrius_Early, YouTube, Demetrius Early, TikTok at TheEarlyExperience, LinkedIn, Demetrius Early, and their website is TheEarlyExperience.com. So, hey, without further ado, we're going to bring in our next guest, and it's none other than Miss Baker.
Hey.
How you doing, Miss Baker? And I know how to say your name. Your name is Yiku.
There you go.
I got it. I knew
like
I was gonna
you're
get it right. So listen, I'm so excited to bring you on board. Thank you for being here, Ms. Yiku. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. I am Yiku Baker. I am a 22-year Army veteran, and I am the CEO and founder of CEO Soul Speaks Coaching and Bodywork. I am a holistic wellness practitioner as a licensed massage therapist. I help people come out of pain. I'm on a mission to help high-level business leaders, specifically women of color, find their voice and to live their highest truth. Because of the fact that I know quite a bit about pain, being a massage therapist, I found that a lot of my clients weren't getting the success that I hoped they would because of working just on the physical level. So now, with my training and education, I've given people more room to experience a deeper level of healing by combining the mind, body, spirit. So I work with organizations to normalize and prioritize wellness and to make self-care a number one thing.
That is amazing. So tell me a little bit about your entrepreneurial journey.
Well, my entrepreneurial journey started after I retired from the Army. I found myself as a combat veteran, not knowing how to handle my mental and emotional and my physical pain. I went to massage therapy school and I found that physical aspect of healing. And once I started seeing clients on a private level, again, there wasn't the level of healing that I thought that they should be having. So I went back, got more training, neuro-linguistic programming, hypnosis, energy medicine. So I made myself a more well-rounded practitioner. And so now that's what I do. I offer that heart, mind, body connection in order to relieve people and release them from their trauma and their pain.
So what is the latest venture for you during this season?
My latest venture are these vision boards that you see behind me. Not only do I have that holistic healing aspect, I am a creator. I'm a photographer. So I'll take people and corporations, colleges on a journey and get them back into a place where they're dreaming, they're creating, and they're really imagineering the life that they are potentially capable of creating. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm on the stages, speaking with people, colleges, and corporations, getting them back into their bodies to feel well and ready to dream and create.
That is so important. Thank you so much, GQ. And listen, now we're about to get to
Thank you.
give away some money. Thank you so much. We'll see you in a second on the panel. But right now, we're gonna give away some money. Who wins the Cash App giveaway this evening? What email address is gonna be the lucky one today? Drum rolls. Boom, 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 boom. Cash App giveaway goes to okay, Mixed Bacteria. You're the winner for the Cash App giveaway. Yay, congratulations. We're so excited for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, now we're going to have the opportunity to bring all our guests back so we can have a panel discussion about what we do and how we do. And this is amazing. I'm so excited about this. Man, I tell you guys, having 6 beautiful people on at one time has been pretty interesting. I didn't know how it was going to turn out, but you guys are true professionals, and y'all made this effortless for me. It was really easy. So thank you guys so much for being so attentive to time. So let's talk about the entrepreneurial woman. Like, what is it like being the entrepreneurial woman? Is it hard? Is it tougher? Is it more than meets the eye? Do you guys make it look easier than what it really is? Are there any struggles out there that you guys experience? Who wants to go first? Let's talk about that. The entrepreneurial woman. What is it like being an entrepreneurial woman in America?
I'll take that question first. Well, let me give you an analogy. If you've ever seen a duck gliding across the water, they look like they're just cruising right along, and underneath they're kicking like the dickens. That's being an entrepreneur. Like, you make it look easy, but behind the scenes, you are grinding it out. You're creating connections, you're networking. And a lot of times you are lonely, but when you create a space for connection, then it becomes a whole lot easier.
EQ, can I borrow that?
Absolutely. Like water off a duck's back, baby.
I appreciate it. So let's go. Who's next? Who's next?
So this is
The
Josie.
power
I'll
of the
go.
entrepreneurial woman. Tell me about it.
I'll go. I think that, we do make it look easy all the time. But people do not understand. They're like, oh my God, I want to be an entrepreneur. They have no idea what it takes to be an entrepreneur, especially an entrepreneurial woman. It takes away from our family, it takes away from our friends. I'm building Tax Pro Concierge. People have been telling me, oh, let's go out, let's do this, let's do that. I'm like, I can't do anything. I'm building something, and people don't understand that. So it's pretty, it's pretty intense. And people think it's easy, but I think to me it's been the hardest job I've ever had to do.
Oh, okay. Okay. So what is the power that an entrepreneurial woman holds? You know what I mean? Like, who want to speak on that?
The power that we hold is the reason why people love Black women is we're enough. We have a presence and a being of when we are certified and we know what it is we want, we're confident in that. And I think that's just a generational they talk about generational curses, but that's a generational wealth that we have, not only as women, but Black women. We know how to be determined and to not give up and make sure if no one's going to give us space, we're going to take that space. So that is the power that we hold, is knowing ourselves, understanding our power, and moving in it.
I bet you didn't know that the strongest baby born is the Black girl. So there's a lot of power here. There's a lot of power here, people. So thank you guys so much for your response. So let me ask you another question, guys. What are some of the struggles that an entrepreneur woman go through? Like, tell me about that.
I would say, this is Gail Warren. I would say in relationships, it can be difficult if the man or person that you're with doesn't have their own confidence and their own ability to have a powerful mind over matter. It can create problems. And ultimately, sometimes the relationships end because you're determined to reach your goals, and then perhaps you're not equally yoked with the person who has similar aspirations.
I can't wait till we talk about this again because, hey, I got to speak up for the bros. I'm married to a powerful woman, and I do understand exactly what you're saying. You have to really be called to be united with a woman that is an entrepreneur, to give her the ability to be able to be the great woman that she is, but yet at the same time maintain who you are and lead her greatness by supporting her greatness. So I definitely can speak to you about that. I'm excited about that. That's a great topic. We can talk about it later. We're going to have to bring that one back, young lady. I'm waiting for you on that one, okay? So thank you for that. That's really awesome. So the next question I have is, what drives you to be successful and continue success?
I'll go. This is Jasmine, and what inspired me and keeps me going is my kids. They keep me going, and just not going back to previous situations in life that kind of had me stuck in a limb. And so, just keeping that in mind helps me to grind harder and keep going. And my kids are just number one priority. That the time I spend away from them, it doesn't go in vain.
Okay. So we got one more young lady who hadn't gone. Yeah, we're going to let you have that same question. How about that? What motivates and drives you?
Yeah, I would have to piggyback off Yasmin and say my children, but also too, I am a believer, and as the Bible says, a good man leaves an inheritance to his children. So when I wake up every morning, that is on my mind. Like I'm thinking about my 4-year-old's children. I'm thinking like, hey, I want them to look at the picture of grandmother or great grandmom and say, hey, she allowed us to have this nest egg. She put us ahead. And so that is what motivates me and pushes me every morning when I get up.
Thank you guys so much. You guys are phenomenal, man. Y'all are awesome. Listen, we're going to give the guests an opportunity. If you have any questions for our guests, please put your questions out. And please put the name of who you're actually asking the question to in the chat, please. Question time. This is our fun time today to have some questions so we can talk about some of the concerns or things you may want to be concerned about or may want to have some things solved based on what you hear our panel discussion talking about this evening. So if you have any questions, please put in the chat so we can address your questions. Any questions this evening? Any questions this evening? If y'all not going to ask no questions, I'm going to ask one. Okay, there we go. How can you help a young woman?
Well, helping young women, I guess, for all of us would be just one, looking at our actions, looking at what we do, what we possess, and what we hold, and our worth. All of us work hard. If you ever, hopefully after this, you all will follow us and like us so you can see the work we do, but we're grinding. And if you follow us or even get to see us face to face or get to know us, we really care about the impact that we're doing in our fields. So we want to make sure we're leaving a lasting impression. So impression is something that we can do to help young girls, but it also depends about their community. So if they don't have that community, since a lot of people like social media now, we're hoping that they will be looking for people who look like them, that are doing things to inspire them to do more and understand that they can achieve whatever they desire.
Hey, we're talking about the power in the entrepreneurial woman. And so the next question is coming from Mickey Williams. Hey, Mickey, to all the women, how easy is it to separate business from emotions?
I'll tackle that one. Well, I would say the first and foremost thing is mindset. I mean, when you get into any kind of venture or a space where you are putting yourself out there and being vulnerable, people are looking at you as that example. To piggyback off of what Oyen says, they're looking at you to be that beacon and that light. And so if you can detach yourself from the emotional aspect of it and look for what the outcome that you're working to achieve, that is going to place you head and shoulders above anyone else that gets caught up in the minutia of their feelings. Because at the end of the day, the facts don't care about your feelings. It's about how the impact that you're making and managing your mind in order to be that leader that the people around you need.
Awesome. Next, she asked all the ladies that question. So.
I would say knowing your purpose, because once you know your purpose, the passion that you have about it is going to drive you whether somebody agrees with what you're saying or doing or not, whether people stay with you or they don't. Often there are colleagues that look like us but aren't confident. So they're a little jealous about what you're doing, even though you don't feel that way. And so once you know your purpose, you're not going to allow the emotional pieces of it to affect you. You'll still feel it, but you don't have to let it affect you and affect what you do next. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Next.
I'll keep the train going. Being self-aware, because we're going to have emotions, we're going to feel a certain way, but having enough healthy boundaries to know when to give mercy to someone and when to cut them off, and being able to pivot, being able to self-reflect on what's going on and having a strategy that's going to help you be successful. And real quick, in my favorite Psalm in the Bible is Psalm 4, verse 4, because it says, "Be angry, do not sin, meditate within your heart and offer sacrifices of the righteous." You can be angry. You can be upset. You can feel however you want to feel. But when it starts to affect the things that you have going on, or I think the concept of sin made be like messing you up from your own blessings, taking you away from something that is meant for you, that's when it's an issue. So just loving yourself enough to be able to self-evaluate and hold yourself accountable is really big when it comes to your emotions.
Okay.
And I guess I'll go next. So being a woman of, of faith, and I think a lot of us are here. I meditate all the time. I always, when there's a question or I'm having an emotion or whatever, I talk to God and I let him and I listen to him and let him tell me what to do with all those emotions. Because you're right, we are going to have those emotions. But most of the, I mean, not most of all the time, I'm going to him and saying, "Hey, what should I do about this? I'm feeling this type of way. What should I do in my?" Because I want, because he has given me this business. He's given me this gift that I have. Because we all have that gift. He's given it to me. So I want to go to him and get his answer first. And then I come back, I meditate on that answer, and then I kind of give out my, information. Because at the end of the day, we are all, we all have businesses. So we may have somebody that's working for us, and it's always good to not be so quick, like Anya said, not to be so quick to be angry about things, or think about things in that way. But that's kind of the way I kind of use mine. I always meditate every morning and make sure that I have a good morning. I exercise, I meditate. That's my ritual every morning.
Awesome. Next.
Okay. I go off of Josie. Meditation is real big for me. Is meditating on it and giving myself that grace that emotions are going to come up, but giving myself that grace and feel those emotions, but not internalize those emotions. So I feel those emotions, acknowledge why I'm feeling these emotions, and then, keep it moving, feel, understand, and keep it moving. So that's how I business and emotion, how I separate it, is give myself that time to deal with the emotions, to feel them through meditation, and then, understand and self-reflect, like Onion said, and keep it moving.
And last but not least,
I'm having to piggyback off all of the ladies, but one thing that I'm aware, I make sure that I'm self-aware, and I know that life is gonna life, and so I know it's going to be a lot of things, a lot of emotions that are going to get thrown at me every day. Especially I have two small children that I homeschool. That on top of that, I'm building a business. On top of that, I'm helping families. So it's a lot of things, personal and business, that's thrown at me, and I have to set a lot of those things aside and focus. And just like Josie say, going to God. I mean, constantly on the daily, I'm talking to the Holy Spirit, and I am asking questions, and I am, listening, and I'm able to look in the mirror on those feelings and just keep it moving. So the separation is really, to me, just being self-aware.
Great answers, ladies. We have another question from Ms. Cullen. What is the mindset of the entrepreneur overcoming challenges?
Not giving up. Um, Mindset is exactly what it says, is the mind. And I know myself, like positive affirmations. I did a 90-day challenge last year, and I get to self-reflect. And the one that came up today was like, it first starts in the mind and then it goes to the tongue. You can create and build whatever you want in your mind. And from there, you can kill yourself in your mind. So it's all about being intuitive to what you really want. And I saw someone in the chat put finding peace and understanding that it's truly knowing what peace is for you. And a lot of people sometimes don't realize that peace may not look like someone else's peace. So that self-awareness of you can really take that to another level and determine what type of mindset you have on a day-to-day basis.
Awesome. Mr. McTeer says, do you feel that being a successful entrepreneur is more learned or innate?
Both.
Well, I'll grab that one. It's like a muscle. It's something that has to be flexed. I mean, leaders can be born, but a lot of entrepreneurial women come with training. But that being said, any kind of challenges that you're going to face, you can always just have a simple plan of getting it done. Like I like to use the analogy of simple: showing up, setting an intention, managing your mind, planning, positioning, pivoting, learning how to listen, and then just always leading with excellence. So if anything you need to fall back on something simple. Use a simple plan.
I would say you have to know your craft and grow your craft. You have to continuously be in a state of learning, because even with taxes, we know every year they have to know the new tax laws for the next year. With what I've been doing, I started with this business 20 years ago. It is completely different. I used to use VHS tapes. Now I have an app, So if I don't take the time to grow and know that I need to grow, that's going to definitely affect your success and your confidence in what you're doing and the excellence that you can provide. You just can't be excellent if you're not. Either you're growing or you're dying. Which one you want to do? It's up to you.
Okay, we got one more question, guys. What is the difference between an S Corp and a C Corp?
I will take that. An S corp, C corps, they're both corporations. And a C corporation is the general corporation. So if you were to form an entity in your state and you incorporate it, meaning that you don't file an LLC, you use a regular corporation, and you do not file anything with the IRS, they're going to consider you a C corporation, meaning that your C corporation is a separate entity from yourself, and it is also a separate tax-paying entity, meaning that your C corporation will pay its own taxes, it will file its own tax return. So you being the shareholder of that C corporation, if you get paid wages or if you get paid a dividend, you're going to pay taxes separately. That income in whatever income your C corporation has will pay right now 21% flat tax on those profits, versus an S corporation. It is a tax designation. So if you were to incorporate in your state or create an LLC in your state, you can go to the IRS, file Form 2553, and elect to be taxed as an S corporation. And it is a disregarded entity, meaning that, yes, it will file its own tax return, but it will not pay its own taxes. So a pass-through or flow-through entity means that you'll receive a K-1, and you will file that income on your individual tax return. So really the main difference tax-wise from an S and a C Corp is that the C Corp pays its own taxes, the S Corp does not pay taxes, but you as the shareholder pays taxes for your income on the S Corp on your individual tax return.
Ladies, thank you guys so much for your brilliant answers and your participation in this broadcast this evening, man. We're excited. Do anyone have any closing remarks?
I would just say, decide to finish strong with this year. Forgive yourself. The past is the past, but your future is bright if you decide that it is.
Okay. Thank you for that. Well, listen, I'm gonna help you out with this one.
Yeah,
The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. It's your decision.
All right.
that's a good one.
That's a good one. Yes.
So listen, ladies, you guys are phenomenal. Thank y'all so much once again. Can't wait to bring you guys back on the Early Experience. Hey, listen, like, share, tag, and comment. This has been a phenomenal experience. Great information. How do we get in contact with you ladies? The network. The network. Put the website up there. The network is in the building.
Yes.
Tell them how to get in contact with everybody.
Okay, so what you can do is you can reach out to us if you have one of our experts that you would like more information from. Just send us an email, send us a chat link, follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and we'll get you connected. But if everybody could just real quick say your social media platform for them so they can have it.
Real quick.
I'm Gail Warren. I can be found on LinkedIn, primarily, and Facebook.
Okay.
Josie?
I'm Yiku. Oh,
Oh, hi, I'm Josie Harris Walton. I can be found on Facebook, the Walton Firm too, as well as my group called the Tax Pros Law and Compliance Group.
Next.
Yiku.
I'm Yiku Baker. I can be found on Instagram and Facebook. Sheo SHEO.soul. Speak, heal, empower, and overcome.
Okay. Next.
I'm Yasmin, and you can find me on Instagram at Sensitively Flourishing Podcast, no G on flourishing. And you can also find me on Facebook at SF Podcast AFD.
Okay, we got two more.
Shay Dobson on LinkedIn and Shay DESQ on IG.
Last but not least.
And back to me, Onyi Damola McCracken on LinkedIn, Onyi Damola on Facebook, on IG. You can just, I think it's Honey, HOE133. But I would like to also say on there, you can also find me at honeyconsulting.com, thenetwgroup.com. As you saw, our information on there, and on-site taxes and financial solutions. So we are here to support you. And I just want to add one little last thing. Even if you don't feel inspired, sometimes look at someone you may admire and use them to motivate you. I like to look at Harriet Tubman when I think about all the things she really did. When you really think about it, she was running and getting everybody up to Canada, and she was popping that gun and was determined and was making it her business to empower each other and work together. And that on days when I may feel low or weak reminds me that we are stronger together. So just remember that the network is here to support you, and our motto is invest in you.
Hey, thank you guys so much. Y'all are phenomenal. That is the conclusion of our show this evening. Go to theearlyexperience.com. Follow us on social media. Hey, man, tag, like, comment, and share. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. And we'll see you guys at this time at 7 p.m. next week on next Thursday
at the DL Experience. Go to dlexperience.com. We love you guys. Thank y'all so much. Peace.